Last one, by an author without an author's page. Yeah, I think we only have one other one that didn't have an author's page, which was anonymous, I believe. Wait, hold on, let me double check actually. But I think that's the case, right? Yeah, I believe I was right. It's only one, and that one was called anonymous, but this one is called human male. Not all suspicious. Des Souvenirs. Alright, here we go. Upper class Euclid MTF ETA 18 Voyager Warriors has been tasked with use of digital assets to analyze holiday photos posted online for evidence of anachronistic content. Any identified instance of -1 ought to be administered amnestic sufficient to remove any, pardon me, Jesus, memories associated with SB 2809. Online marketing is to be monitored for instance of -2 and targeted cyber attacks are to be used to remove them. Several fully operational internet marketing agencies have been set up in an effort to gain first-hand contact with -3 and facilitate tracking to its source. Description: SB 2809 is a temporal phenomenon affecting otherwise non-anomalous individuals who have suffered a recent loss of one or both of their parents. These individuals are designated -1. At some point in an approximately 1 month period immediately after an instance of -1's parents or parents. Wait, does that say of one? Okay. Parents have died. The -1 instance begins seeing a series of banner and pop-up advertisements while browsing internet content. These advertisements are designated as -2. They offer holidays in an indirect fashion by appealing to the viewer's need for relaxation and relief from their troubles. If an instance of -1 clicks on an instance of -2, they are taken to the website of Quantum Holidays, which is designated as -3. It has proved impossible to locate this website through any means other than -1 clicking on -2. The routing information contained in -2 is invalid and cannot be used to locate the server on which the website is hosted through any other means. When a holiday is booked through Quantum Holidays, then the instance of -1 is picked up by an airport shuttle bus the following day and is not seen again for a period of time that has been recorded to vary from 3 days to 22 days. The actual instances that have been interviewed describe having been on a holiday during the missing time. And here we have a transcript of an interview KL2809-7. Okay, the transcript is included as an illustrative example of an SB 2809 event, 27/6/16, 18 UTC. Interviewer Agent Kathleen Cargill, CC. Tira Mahmood, age 34, of Manchester, England. KM. What does the CC and KM mean? Oh, it's to tell us who is who. Okay. Oh, okay, makes sense. CC is like, yeah, duh. The first letters of each of their names. The following interview took place at the interviewee's home, with Agent Cargill assuming the guise of a journalist writing a lifestyle article about -3. Katia Mahmood had been identified as probable instance of -1 by MTF ETA 18. Don't worry, miss. Don't worry, Miss Mahmood. This is just an informal chat so I can get a clearer picture of Quantum Holidays and what they do. They're so secretive. I really think they're going to be a big thing next year. Is it okay if I call you Katia? Oh, call me Cat. Everybody does. Me too. I hope it doesn't get too confusing. So let's get to it. Can you tell me how you first heard about Quantum? I saw an advert online. Do you happen to remember what site you saw it on? I was browsing I was looking at a funeral arrangement. My mom had just died. I think it was co-op. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. I feel a lot better about it now. So, there was an advert. Yeah, it said, don't let your backers weigh you down, go on holiday with us. Or, get away with us, something like that anyway. I was just staring at it for ages and I thought to myself, why not? I need to get away. So I clicked on it, it took me to this website, Quantum Holidays. It was a little weird, you know? How do you mean? I don't know, usually there's a lot of options, lots of places to choose from, right? There wasn't anything like that. There was just this one option, the Quantum Holiday. Barely any information about it, just that it cost £50. And it was exactly what you need. I don't think that I'd have agreed to it. I mean, it was basically paying to get kidnapped, right? I didn't even know where I was going, but I guess I really needed something right then. Oh, cat. No, really, it's fine. It was the best decision I ever made. I put my details in a form, paid up, and it was done. Getting rid of all that decision making really sped things up. Probably took less than a quarter of an hour. I had about 5 minutes to start second guessing myself, and then ping! New email. It was a confirmation pack from them. From Quantum, an airport shuttle would pick me up in the morning to whisk me away to a mystery destination so I should get packed for sunshine. Oh, how exciting! Yeah, I guess it was. Honestly, I was more nervous than excited. God, yes, I bet you were. What about the trip? Was it luxury travel? Well, the shuttle bus was really nice and old-timey and classy. There were big comfy armchairs instead of seats, and there was a little bar at the back and a waiter that took my order and brought me a drink. It was really, really great. Wow, I heard they went the extra mile, but that's amazing. It really was. I hadn't even left town and I was already having a good time. I got talking to the girl who got picked up after me, and we were both so excited. Maybe a little too drunk. The drinks were all complimentary. Now that's the way to start a holiday. Well, yeah, I might have got carried away though. I must have fallen asleep before we got to the airport. I barely remember the flight at all. Nothing wrong with that, cat. One plane is pretty much the same as any other anyway. What about the other end? Somewhere nice? Yeah, it was Tenerife. I always meant to go there, but never got around to it, you know? By the time I was fully awake again, I was in another shuttle bus on my way to the hotel. It was a lot like the other one actually, just with slightly different furniture and newer carpets. Even nicer if anything. And the hotel, I bet, was some pretty swanky place. No, not really. It was just this regular tourist trap place. I was actually a little disappointed after the journey, but then I bumped into my parents in the hallway. They had a room across from me. Your parents? Aren't they dead? Yeah. Well, this was before that. They were in their 20s and on their first holiday together. So in love. It all seemed familiar from the photos they showed me when I was a kid. Different too, though you don't realize how much the colors fade until you see it with your own eyes. How vivid it is. How was it? Just perfect. We hung out and I got to get to know them, really know them like you do with strangers on holidays when you haven't got any cares to drag you down. We did the regular holiday stuff, swimming, beach stuff, got drunk, nothing special, but it was great. I've never been so relaxed. Wasn't any of it strange being with them then? Yeah, at first I think I might have freaked them out a bit just going over and starting talking to them. But I said I was sorry straight after and we started fresh, just people on holiday. It was cool. We laughed about it later, and at the end, when we said goodbye, it was a good kind of goodbye. I told them I'd miss them, and we all said we see each other again. It was like it always is in those situations. We all really meant it, but we knew it might well not be true. But this time, it was true, all of it. Oh, that's just great. I wish I could do something like that. You think it's all lavish hotels and globetrotting, but I actually spend all my time writing about other people's holidays. You should definitely get one. You won't regret it. I will. Thanks for taking the time, Kat. It's going to make a really great article. No problem. It's been a real pleasure. Let me know when your article comes out so I can pick up a copy. As a result of this interview, Cartier member was possibly identified as an instance of -1. Evidence gathered online and from the homes of -1 instances and their families strongly supports the hypothesis that they spent the missing time on holiday in the recent past, typically 15 to 30 years in the past. -1 instances uniformly describe this in the matter-of-fact terms and do not seem to find anything unusual about this. Yeah. It's a lovely gesture though. It's kind of like you get to see your parents one more time, they're young again. You get to not only spend time with them, but you also get to like kind of spend time with them as almost like a friend. I mean, of course, a lot of parents and the children are like friends as well, but like you get to like have a fresh start almost. Really witness how they were back in the day. Maybe I assume they must be like around your age. It does say here 15 to 30 years in the past, but I assume they end up being around your, close to your age, so you can kind of like, you know, participate together in things, which is also very lovely. No temporal destruction events are known to have occurred as a result of SB2809 events, but this is still believed to be a distinct possibility should further events occur. Also, I like how she mentioned a girl that joined in, but the girl just vanished, just ceased to exist. Investigation into -3 is ongoing, with most information about them gathered from interviews with -1 instances and online reviews of -3. And then we have reviews of SB2809 events from wayfarer.com. So we have really happy, right? So 5 checks right up by iGirl13 1 month ago. This wasn't at all what I expected, but it was exactly what I needed. Thanks, Quantum. Useful. Sad face right up by Boomstick 2 weeks ago. Disco needs to stay dead. Wow. 5 ticks right up by Fry Guy 3 months ago. Oh my god, best holiday ever. My mom did so much coke. Not impressed. Right up by Pilgrim 5 6 months ago. Dear Quantum, I wish to make you aware of the reason I'm unhappy with the quality of your service. The hotel was decidedly dated. The decor did not appear to have been updated in several decades. The lights were dim and flickered, and I couldn't pay with chip and pin in the restaurant. I was hoping to stay in a hotel with more modern facilities. The area in which we were staying was charmingly quaint. It was really quite pleasant in a rustic way, but again lacked many of the conveniences of the modern world. Overall, I was not impressed. So he's reviewing this as if it's like a actual, like, I'm surprised that all we're reviewing this with like actual like reasoning. So he's like saying that he doesn't like the hotel. I'm like, dude, you're back in the past. Of course the hotel's not gonna work the way you think it is. Thank you, Quantum. Quantum, yeah. Now 5 ticks right up. We see DN38416 5 days ago. Thank you for giving me the experience. It's a real life changer. And then we have Mixed Feelings 3 right up by Doug D 3 weeks ago. And I never thought I'd get to know my dad. Now I wish I hadn't. What a prick. Not Quantum's fault though. Otherwise not all bad. Yeah. Definitely recommend. 4 stars. Also, I think that would also mean that the dad probably died and he got this advertisement, and he's also like there, kind of like a little bit like, oh fuck it, you know, I'm going there, and then he finds out that he's spending time with his dad. He's like, oh great. Definitely recommend 4. Okay. Right up by Dr. Sam 53 4 months ago. Fun holidays, no Wi-Fi. They're also marked down. You're all in the past, brother. Oops. 5 stars right up by Wild Stallion 89 3 days ago. I did a bad thing. What the fuck did you do? What did you do? Did you Marty McFly by accident? Is that what happened, huh? Oh, this was nice. What a nice little start into the 2800s. Nice, okay. Well, it's the end.